I never thought I'd find myself in this position. Never thought I'd have to share something so personal, something that has weighed on me for so long. But here I am, trying to make sense of the choices I've made and hoping to find some understanding from others. So I'm going to share the story of what happened. My daughter, she's only 8, and yet her life has already been one of constant hardship. From the day she was born, we've been in and out of hospitals. She's had more surgeries than I can count, 14 to be exact, and there are at least 2 more waiting for her before she even turns 10. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. She's tube-fed. She can't walk without pain. She's incontinent. She can't even lift herself up. And when we take her out, she uses a stroller just to keep up. It breaks my heart seeing her try so hard, seeing her put on a brave face when she's in so much pain. And it hurts me more knowing that no matter what we do, we can't take that pain away. She's on the highest doses of painkillers allowed for someone her size. But even that barely makes a dent. We've tried everything: physiotherapy, heat therapy, you name it. But nothing seems to help. The only way she can sleep is with sedatives, and those come with their own set of problems. She's groggy the next day, irritable and disconnected. But if we don't give them to her, she'll scream herself to sleep in excruciating pain. It's a terrible cycle. Despite all this, she's incredibly bright. She's recognized as gifted and she loves to learn. I had to take her out of school when her mobility got worse, but she's thriving at home. She'll be sitting her GCSEs early. She has an amazing mind, sharp and curious. She can debate complex topics, like the morality of the death penalty during World War I, and she always blows me away with her insight. She loves to swim, loves riding her bike with her brothers, and is just such a kind and loving soul. She's honestly an incredible child, and I wish with everything in me that I could take away her pain. She deserves a childhood filled with joy, not endless suffering. But the truth is her condition is severe, and every day I see the toll it takes on her, not just physically, but emotionally too. She's fully aware of everything she's going through, and that's one of the hardest parts. She knows what's happening to her, and she knows there's no cure, no easy fix. A week ago, my wife and I made a decision. It's one I'm still struggling with, but it's something I felt we had to try. We allowed our daughter to take 2 puffs from a THC vape that I use for my own pain. Now, before you judge, I need to explain. This wasn't something we did lightly. We talked about it, we explained the risks, and we gave her the choice to say yes or no. She's incredibly intelligent, and I'm sure she understood the risks involved. I explained that it would be a one-time experiment. It might not work, but it might help her. I told her it wasn't a permanent solution, but it could offer her a moment of relief. We made sure to prepare everything for the night. We had her brothers stay with their uncle, so she could have our undivided attention. It was just the 3 of us, and we were there for her the whole time. My wife and I were with her, watching her, making sure she was safe. And something miraculous happened that night. She ate her first meal through her mouth in over 6 months. I watched her eat, something I thought I would never see again. And then she slept, for 9 hours, without sedatives, without the usual pain waking her up in the middle of the night. 9 hours of peaceful sleep. It was the first real sleep she'd had in so long, and I couldn't believe it. For the first time, I saw her truly at ease. The next morning, she was smiling. She was happy. For the first time in ages, she didn't wake up in pain. It wasn't until 32 hours later that she showed any signs of discomfort. 32 hours. That was the longest break she'd had from pain in years. I wish the laws were different. I wish there was a way for her to get this kind of relief legally at her age. But for now, all I can do is hope that when she's older, she'll have access to what she needs. I'm not proud of breaking the law. I know it was risky, and I regret the choice we made. I'll never fully be at peace with it. But seeing her have that moment of relief, seeing her feel like a child again, made me question everything I thought I knew about right and wrong. I don't know if what we did was the right thing or if the ends justify the means. I don't know if I'll ever be able to stop second-guessing myself. But I know that I'd do anything to help my daughter, even if it means facing judgment. I understand the risks. I know the consequences. But I've also seen the hope that it gave her. So here I am, opening myself up to the judgment of others. I don't know if it will help, but I needed to get this off my chest. I've spent the last week awake at night, thinking about everything. But for the first time in a long time, I'm not thinking about how much pain she's in. I'm thinking about the smile on her face that morning. The smile that made me feel like maybe, just maybe, we did the right thing. Thank you for watching and listening to this deeply personal story. I know it's not easy to talk about these tough subjects, but it's important to share the realities that so many people face, even when the decisions are hard to make. This story highlights the lengths people will go to for the ones they love and the painful choices that come with trying to help someone you care about. If you found something meaningful in this story, or if it resonated with you in any way, feel free to leave a comment or share your thoughts. Let's keep this conversation respectful and mindful, as these are real lives, real struggles, and real emotions. And remember, sometimes the hardest choices come with the most love behind them. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.